Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno. Now, when we left off, we had just attempted to siege Volderburg and hopefully take it so that we can access our quest giver. Of course, that is not the only reason we want to, but one of the reasons that I would like to potentially complete that quest, because I believe maybe the fellow we're looking for is in this snow cave over here, because I have not been able to see him in the forest at all, so maybe he's headed into the cave. And now, I must just mention that one of the Reich's vassals has headed off towards this area over here, and I'm hoping that he will not return for quite some time. So, let us head in versus 203 units with Baron Ralph. Baron Ralph is actually here with 9 of his own units, and they do have a couple of Dragonaires. I was a little bit incorrect last time. I believe they did have some Dragonaires, and I just missed it. I saw it in the editing process, and I was like, oh no. How could we miss such a thing? Oh well, nevertheless, we will be heading in here, and I've actually just noticed they have a huge amount of prisoners. They may be our prisoners, but we will be attempting to get them back. 7 hours it will take, and I'm just hoping that we will not be interrupted by any fellows that turn up. Oh my goodness. That guy is going to interrupt us, isn't he? Oh no, he's not. Oh, phew, that was close. I thought he was incredibly confident, striding up to us there, but it appears that we are lucky enough to stave off his assault for now, at least. So, let us lead our soldiers, and hopefully I will spawn with a couple of archers this time around. I have tried to make our army into a little bit more balanced in terms of infantry-archer ratios. As you can see here, our archers are plentiful, shall we say. Yes, actually not too bad. We have how many? 27. That is actually rather nice. We have 17 cavalry and 42 infantry. Very nice indeed. And now I am just hoping that our bowmen will be able to do their very best indeed to take them out. Now, one of you did actually mention that Faziel should go towards the top of the list so that his looting will be better than the rest of our companions, I suppose. So yes, I will be doing that after this. I actually neglected to do it beforehand because I was so excited about eventually taking Volderburg and hopefully being able to keep it, because I did have to leave Freising at a rather precarious position. It was not necessarily in the greatest of shape when I left it. It had 149 units stationed there, so I'm hoping that will be enough to prevent any kind of siege, for the moment at least. And I was greeted with the news that the Valahir clan has actually lost Reichberg, which is very strange indeed. I really thought the Valahir clan would be able to keep it, but it appears that the vassals from the Reich really wanted to take it back, so yes, nothing was going to stop them in that case. And we've already taken out 37 units, which is very pleasing to say the least. Now, as you can see, these Illican knights are not using their shields. Well, thankfully they haven't gotten pincushioned yet. That is all I can say, I suppose. And I suppose many of our Valahir clan units are protecting them with their shields, so that is rather nice, I must admit. Very cool indeed. Now we just have to make sure that we can weaken them up sufficiently, and just as the new enemies have arrived, that is a little unfortunate. I was hoping that what we can do is potentially have a good timing push, and by that, of course, I mean as soon as they are diminished in terms of their defenses and how many units they have at the bottleneck or at the top of the ladder there, we will then charge up with all of our units possible, or at least not the archers but everyone else, and hopefully that will be around 60 units potentially. 60 units, maybe 50 units, because I believe they retrieve reinforcements at around 40, maybe 45. So, that might not give us enough time if I go at 50, but, well, let us see how it goes anyway. I think maybe our Elvery bowmen are not necessarily going to be doing the greatest job, because as you can see, many of them have now run out of arrows. Now, if I was not concerned about any vassal interrupting us, then I would probably retreat now and come back in to have a complete refreshment of our quivers, but it appears that that fellow off to the right of us there may indeed feel that he is now strong enough to take us on, because we have lost 4 units, which is not necessarily the greatest amount of units to lose, but in terms of the AI, you never know what they're going to do at times, so yeah. I think I may want to charge in here, but yeah. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to charge in, but if we start to lose a lot of our units, then I will retreat and take the chance that we will be interrupted by some of their vassals. I have a feeling that that will probably be the case, so that is why I am attempting to do this. And this is probably going to be a little ill-advised, but I would like to be able to at least deal a bit of damage with our superior infantry force. So let us hopefully be able to actually scale the ladder with our forces. Yes, thank you very much for letting me on. That was very pleasant of you. And I'm actually just realizing now that many of these archers are completely useless, so I'm hoping that our infantry will be able to carry us a little bit. Oh, that's much better. Okay, phew. I was a little bit worried there that that first unconscious man was going to be one of many, and it appears that maybe he is going to be, but oh wow, an Elvery Bowman still has archer capability? Wow, okay. That is strange. Well, maybe... Ah, I see. It's those fellows off to the left there. They don't have the view on the entire keep. So let's move them over a little bit, and hopefully we can get some of the fellows that are actually using arrows still into the fray, or into range at least. And maybe then our infantry forces will be able to push on to the battlements. That would be rather nice, I must admit. Oh my goodness, we're already up here. This is very nice indeed. We are actually doing incredibly well in comparison to before. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but I suppose it did help to weaken them up with a huge amount of our archers, and there are the new enemies, which is what I am going to be a little worried about, I have to admit, because as you can see there, oh no, there's a Dragonair. Oh no! Please, no. Okay. It appears that maybe it would be a good idea to retreat. We are losing a lot of our units now, so can I retreat right here? That is going to be unlikely. Although we did just lose a couple of our units, we're not losing... Ooh. Yeah, okay, we're going to retreat. We do gain 27 morale, which is wonderful. I just don't want to be too weak in case one of the vassals turns up and decides to interrupt us. We did take out 120, which is a pretty reasonable number, I must admit. And now we will be preparing the ladders once again. So, there's 100 units in that fellow's army. I'm hoping that he is not going to be confident enough to head over here, but you never know. And it appears that Atheling Thorbjorn has been made the new marshal of the Valahir clan, which is, wow, rather wonderful. And it appears that Reichberg has now been assaulted by Macavia. I had no idea that they were at war with those fellows, but it appears they are. So, let's see here. I am at full HP, aren't I? So I should be able to head in here, no problem at all. And, oh no, we are greeted with the absolutely blindingly white snow. Well, nevertheless, our archers will hopefully be able to do a good enough job to take out as many units as they had previously. As you can see, these Elvery archers are doing incredible amounts of damage, as well as the Illican rangers. And on that note, we do have a substantial amount of Illican units in the garrison here, in the prisoner's hold, so hopefully we will be able to rescue them and make them our own. That would be a wonderful success for this siege offensive. So, let's take a look here. We've already taken out 18 units. That is wonderful. And I'm actually thinking, why didn't I use my crossbow in the previous siege? Well, here we go. Let's use it, shall we? Oh, wow, I actually took someone out with 9 damage. Well, that is rather remarkable, to say the least. And I suppose we will just continue to chip away at them as best we can. I think what I thought is that I was playing someone else, and yes, some of my other characters in other series do not have ranged weapons, so yes, that is something to think about, of course. I do need to remind myself which we are playing here. But yes, nevertheless, come on, let's try to get a couple of kills here. Let us litter the battlement walls with our arrows, or at least not as many as we are, I suppose, shooting into them. Yes, there we are. A nice headshot for Scout right there. Very nice indeed. Oh wow, we're actually completely bombarding them here. This is going a lot better than I had imagined. Of course, we've taken out 56 of them. Wow. Okay. I'm hoping that the Dragonair got taken out. I'm not entirely sure whether he's going to be devious enough to hide himself behind the turrets up there, but it would be rather nice if he was taken out first. Okay, I think this is a good time to charge in, so let us go while we still have a couple of archers and their ammunition at hand to support us, hopefully. And now let us charge our cavalry and infantry in. I will be heading up here as well, and we will do our very best to penetrate, oh my, their lines. This is not going to go well. As you can see, there's a couple of Dragonaires still alive, and our archers are still firing away, which is good, but I have a feeling that we are going to have quite a few issues, maybe quite a few casualties, but as I said, there are quite a few in the prisoner's hold that we could potentially take, and they are suitable for our ranks. So even if we lose a huge amount of units here, as long as we are able to take this, I will be happy. So let us attempt to get in there ourselves. I'm hopefully going to be able to assist our units as best they can. Oh no. It appears we are being stopped by the ferocious might of many of the elite units our enemies have stationed here. Although, we are not doing too badly. The Elvery Bowmen are doing an excellent job, as you can see. 86 we have taken out so far. Only 26 units remain, so I believe that is actually the only amount of units still here. And we've actually taken out every single one that was garrisoned, so that is very pleasing to say the least. And I'm hopefully going to be able to get in here and do some damage. I would like to. So I think what I'll do actually is just tell our units, no. It appears that I have to move back a little bit. Why is that happening? Okay, a little bit strange. Maybe I can go into first person and it will work? No. That's even more disappointing. Well, it appears I actually have to jump off the ladder itself. Okay, well, maybe I will just move down here a little bit and lessen the blow, and then we will move our infantry down before all of them get killed. And then maybe I can actually get up there and do a little bit of damage myself. I wouldn't mind to get a couple of kills, but yes, I suppose if I'm unable to, then I will just send all of our units in again. But maybe it would be a good idea just to, no, retreating for 14 enemies, really? That's probably not a good idea. Okay, come on. I have range, or at least I should have range. Yes, there we are, and I took 26 damage from that Dragonair right there. This is going to be painful if I get taken out, isn't it? I'm hitting his shield. There we are. We took someone out. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh, there's a little bit of damage there to that Dragonair, and oh my goodness, I'm just going to tell our infantry to charge in. That Dragonair is way too powerful, in my opinion. Oh my goodness. Yes, we need some of those. We need to rescue some of them from the Reich's enemies, at least until we are at war with those fellows. But yes, I suppose that would impact our morale rather severely. And now, just on an absolutely different note right here, I do realize that for some reason I imagined that the blacksmith, which one of you mentioned in the comments, was the ironworks. Now, many of you corrected me in the previous comments, and I facepalmed immediately because I had no idea that that was actually possible, and I checked it out, and it is absolutely amazing. I had no idea that they had added in such an amazing functionality to siege defense and indeed managing towns and increasing their amounts of utility. So, yes, that is just absolutely incredible. I am speechless at how great that is. So, yes, hopefully, with next week's wages, we will be able to build the blacksmith, and it will take, I believe, 61 days. So, yes, rather considerable amount of time, but I think it will be worth it to be able to defend the town without running out of ammo. As one of you stated, that would probably be rather useful. Now, we have gained 10 renown and 30 morale for us. Very nice indeed. 15 of our units were taken out, which is not too bad, of course, because we do get to take a huge amount of units here, which are very nice indeed. As you can see, freelancer knights we could take. We could take a demon priest. I've always wanted to have one of these, so I will probably be taking him. Yes, let's take that guy. Auxiliary, bandit, legion archer as well. Praetorian guards. Oh my goodness. Let's take those fellows. Let's take some Hersiers, Huskars, of course. And what else do we want here? Well, we of course want to take that demon... Oh, we took that demon priest already, yes. Wonderful memory. Okay, so yes, we'll take these Freelancer Knights. We'll take the Wolf Knights. We could probably take the Wolf Squires as well. They are just as good. And, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I actually missed these fellows. Let's take some Divine Avelings. Oh yes, wonderful. So, I would like to take Rangers, but as you can see here, we're not necessarily in the greatest of spots with our army size. So what I may do, in fact, is release some of our Elvery units. I know what you're thinking. Madness! But I have a feeling that the Illican Rangers are going to be even more effective. Because as you can see, they do ride, and they have, well, I would think better gear than the Elvery Bowmen, so yes. Let us release 12 of these. I do have a huge amount in Freising's garrison, so I think it should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, I suppose we will just take a couple of knights. 5 knights. Oh my goodness, there's too many! I really wanted to have a lot more to rescue, but we have taken the cream of the crop, as it were, so I think that should be okay for now. So, let us take a couple of pieces of loot to sell. We do need the Orums, and then we will leave. And now I am going to send word to King Ingveld that we request that Volderberg be awarded to us. We would like that indeed, because we did take it by ourselves, and it took us quite a while to be able to actually do it, pull it off, and it would be wonderful if he agrees. So let us sell as much as we can here, and then we will hopefully not get besieged by any sort of interloper in our territory right here. Of course, this is not necessarily our territory. We are in enemy territory, so yes, if we are attacked by a huge amount of vassals, then I think we may have quite a few issues. Now, we can head into the tavern. Maybe we can check for a companion. We do have the quest giver here, thankfully enough. And oh my goodness, we do have a companion. Now, this is someone that I believe one of you told me about quite a while ago in the comments. And you stated that you can actually sell her bow for a large amount of money, but of course because it is a unique bow, you're not able to acquire it again. So this is only if you are in money difficulties, you stated. So yes, hopefully we'll be able to recruit her. I am the disowned daughter of a Hackney's nobleman. He disowned me because he thought I was too smart. In the Hackney society, you understand, women cannot be like men. They are seen as inferiors and servants to men. I knew how to hunt and kill like any other man, and he punished me for it. He threw me away and told me to never return. Aha. Okay, we can speed up the process for you. Please, join us. Oh no! I'm actually full. Oh no, please, be free. This is not going to be free, is it? She's going to be at least 5,000 probably. Oh my. Okay, well, let us just level up a couple of our units here, and then I will release one of these bowmen. There we are. And then we will head back in and hopefully be able to recruit Antiope. And let's see here. We can speed up the process. Oh, 6,000. Oh, okay. So that's actually not too bad. Now she could be the leader of our archers, which would be wonderful. I cannot afford that. But I may be able to if I head to the treasury and take out everything I own, potentially. So let us actually just... Oh yeah, of course, because we do not own this yet, we are not able to have our NPCs here. Oh well, at least we can speak to the wives of our enemies. And, oh, I was hoping to gain a little bit of relation with them, but it appears that that will not be the case this time around. Oh well. So, yes, that appears to be all we can do here, and I suppose we will be waiting here for some time with Faziel moving up in the list, and then we will be talking to him. So, let us increase his strength, and how much looting does he actually have? He has 0 in looting. Really? Okay. He does have a huge amount of inventory management, though, but I'm not entirely sure if that actually helps us at the moment. So, very strange. Well, nevertheless, I think we will probably be increasing his Iron Flesh? Iron Flesh, Athletics, maybe something like that? No, I think Iron Flesh would probably help him stay alive a little bit longer. He is surviving and doing a rather considerable amount of damage, so I think him staying alive would be best. And there we are. Okay, so, yes, I think I will probably be ending this episode off here, and next time on Perisno, we will hopefully be able to hold off any potential invasions to Volderburg, and once we have successfully thwarted any attacks, if there are any, that is, we will head on to the Snow Cave, and hopefully track down Gunnar and take him out for Nodar's quest. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.